For millions of Nigerians living abroad, owning a home back in Nigeria remains part of the dream. Now, Nigeria's Federal Mortgage Bank wants to make financing that dream easier. Launched here in London, the FMBN Diaspora Mortgage Loan is aimed specifically at Nigerians living and earning overseas. The bank says applicants will be able to contribute to the National Housing Fund and access mortgage financing to purchase homes in Nigeria, with much of the process conducted remotely.
We have carefully thought about the process for this product. We have been on it for quite a while because we needed to address all of those concerns. First is that we are going to create a contribution pool, during which time we will be able to profile the contributors to the National Housing Fund. And then we are also, at the end of the minimum contribution period, we will be profiling accredited developers, a list of which we will onboard, upload on our website, and then individuals will access the stock of houses that those particular developers have before they can then apply for loan. So you don't get onboarded if we have not exactly determined the integrity of the developer. So everything is going to be foolproof in terms of the title documentation, the quality of the houses, the pricing and everything. We will do that before those stock of houses are uploaded on our website.
But access to finance is only one part of the problem. For many Nigerians abroad, the bigger concern when buying property back home is trust, knowing that the developer is genuine, the title is legitimate, and the house they are paying for will actually be delivered. And that is one of the key tests this scheme will have to pass.
The whole idea behind this diaspora mortgage is that loans are given to Nigerians in the diaspora at 9%, and that is incredible. Even back home, the banks will give you funding for about 30-something%. But here, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria doing this unprecedented move to ensure that housing stock is there, to ensure that developers who have homes that they have built is off-taking, especially by those in the diaspora.
FMBN says applicants will undergo verification and affordability checks, with NIDCOM also involved in the process.
A lot of people have been victims of different sorts of frauds in Nigeria, but right now this is something that's coming from the federal government, and we think it's a lofty move which will benefit not one but almost everyone that qualifies for it.
But the ambitions go beyond home ownership. Nigeria's diaspora sends more than $20 billion into the country annually, and the government increasingly wants more of that money channeled into long-term investment.
Well, there are about 70 million Nigerians in the diaspora. We expect that in the first 1 year, we should have around 500,000. We are looking at growing this number to around 4 million in the first 5 years. And then, so in terms of numbers, we believe that the minimum contribution is $100 per month.
So the success of this initiative may not ultimately be measured by the number of people who attend launches like this one. It will be measured by how many Nigerians abroad are prepared to commit their money, and whether FMBN can convince them that buying a home from thousands of miles away is affordable, transparent and safe. For News Central, I'm Afua Hagan in London.